the cast of The Apprentice is running the world. Trump, the daughter, Omarosa, they run the world, man. Yo, man, this crazy.
Chris Rock delivered a savage roast of Donald Trump, leaving him seething with anger. The legendary comedian torched Trump so badly that even Melania broke down, throwing an epic tantrum. The brutal attack set the internet on fire, while MAGA supporters scrambled for excuses to defend their leader.
Trump is not playing, man. That's right. This time is totally different. He's working with the #1 African American in the world, the richest African American in the world, Elon Musk. That's right, he is African American. Elon got more kids than the Cleveland Browns.
Donald Trump getting roasted isn't exactly breaking news. It's practically a national pastime. But this time, it wasn't just another late-night comedian or Twitter troll taking shots. It was Chris Rock, the comedy legend, turning a meltdown, scandal, or billionaire tantrum into pure gold. Rock delivered a savage humiliation so ruthless that even Melania, usually as animated as a Madame Tussauds wax figure, couldn't keep her composure. Trump has been the punchline of jokes for decades, whether it's pretending to be a self-made billionaire, spoiler, he's not, boasting about his big strong brain, spoiler, it isn't, or being a walking setup for comedy. But this roast hit differently, not just because Rock delivered it with his signature precision, but because it struck Trump where it hurts the most, his ego. As Rock stepped onto the stage, making hand and eyes sparkling with that trademark mischief, everyone knew someone was about to be verbally demolished. That someone? America's favorite spray-tan sore loser. With razor-sharp wit, Rock tore into Trump's reality TV leadership, his social media meltdowns, the infamous Twitter rants, and perhaps the greatest mystery of all, his ability to go bankrupt running casinos.
Stop playing! They got Elon. They're gonna put him on a rocket ship. We call it Space Mex. Oh yeah. J-Lo's gonna marry Ben again just so she can stay in the country.
If you're enjoying this, please subscribe. The audience erupted in laughter, while Trump's usual radioactive orange complexion shifted to an alarming shade of red. Then came the knockout blow. Rock compared Trump to a washed-up sitcom character. Think Al Bundy, but with 91 felony charges and an unhealthy dependence on spray-on hair. The room exploded. Trump, whose skin is thinner than a CVS receipt, reportedly lost it. Insiders say he went into full meltdown mode, pacing around Mar-a-Lago like a wind-up toy running low on batteries. Maybe he called his lawyer, or maybe he called Rudy Giuliani, who, let's be honest, was probably answering from the bottom of a bottle. Either way, panic mode was active.
Thank you very much. Okay, but before we even get started, let's hey, the elephant in the room. President Trump's in the hospital from COVID, and I just want to say my heart goes out to COVID.
Trump's entire persona is built on the illusion of being untouchable. Yet here was Chris Rock effortlessly tearing it apart in front of the world. Worse still, Rock isn't just any comedian. He's the kind of shark-tongued legend even Will Smith couldn't handle. If Trump thought he could brush this off, he must have confused it with one of his rallies, where the crowd's diversity rivals that of a jar of mayonnaise. Naturally, the internet had a field day. Memes, tweets, and reaction videos flooded social media faster than Trump can yell witch hunt. It was a roast heard round the world.
That's exactly what happened. We got rid of bullies, a real bully showed up, and nobody knew how to handle him.
Even those who don't usually follow politics couldn't resist watching the former president get verbally demolished by one of the greatest comedians alive. If Trump's past behavior is any indicator, he'll soon be rage posting on Truth Social, Twitter's irrelevant cousin, calling Rock a loser, a hack, and his personal favorite, unfunny. But let's be real, Trump getting mad at a joke is as predictable as the sunrise. Chris Rock didn't just roast him. He did what America's been doing for years, laughing at the absurdity of a man who once stared directly at a solar eclipse and thought he was winning.
Everybody's worried. Everybody's worried. I mean, we got Luigi. We got Luigi, and that's good. I really feel sorry for the family. I mean, everybody's fixated on how good looking this guy looks. If he looked like Jonah Hill, no one would care. They'd already given him a chair already. Be dead, okay?
Chris Rock didn't just poke fun at Trump's usual disasters, like suggesting nuking hurricanes or staring directly into a solar eclipse, as if he were in a bizarre staring contest with the sun. No, this time Rock went deeper. He hit Trump where it truly stings, his desperate need to be taken seriously while repeatedly doing cartoonishly ridiculous things. Think about it. Here's a guy who tried to Sharpie his way out of a hurricane forecast, altering a map like a fourth grader trying to fix their report card before their parents see it. A man who tossed paper towels at hurricane victims like he was hosting a dystopian version of Asterisk, The Price is Right Asterisk, and then, in front of cameras and medical experts, casually suggested injecting disinfectant to fight a deadly virus, like a deranged infomercial host pushing the world's worst life hack. Chris Rock, being the razor-sharp comedian he is, wasn't about to let that slide. He took the absurdity of Trump's greatest hits and amplified it, exposing just how out of touch and bizarre the former president truly is. Rock's comedy isn't just about surface-level roasts. It thrives on revealing the absurdity lurking beneath the facade. Rock knows that Trump isn't just a guy who says dumb things. He's a guy who says dumb things with absolute conviction, as though willing stupidity into reality through sheer force of confidence.
Nothing's gonna happen to Trump. Here's the crazy thing. It might just work out. Trump might work out. Yeah, I said it. Trump might work out. I mean, think about it this way. Bush was so bad, he gave us Obama.
Chris Rock didn't just take aim at Trump's usual cringeworthy moments, like when he danced awkwardly to YMCA at a rally, resembling a malfunctioning animatronic figure at Chuck E. Cheese. Rock captured this perfectly, highlighting how Trump's moves seemed to be operating in an entirely different dimension. And it didn't stop there. Trump's obsession with crowd sizes was another goldmine for Rock. He mocked Trump for treating attendance numbers like a teenager lying about their birthday party guest list, claiming, "No one had a bigger crowd than me." Sure, buddy. And no one lost the popular vote by a larger margin, and still insisted it was a landslide. But Rock didn't just stay on the surface. He dove deeper into the pettiness that defines Trump. The need to slap his name on everything like a desperate real estate agent trying to sell a subpar product. Trump Tower, Trump Steaks, Trump University. Each a symbol of the idea that if you repeat something enough times, people might start believing it's great. Rock painted this as the absurdity of a man so desperate for validation that he resorts to branding everything with his name, hoping to trick people into thinking it's quality. And then, of course, Rock didn't miss the chance to bring up Trump's legal troubles, the indictments, the hush money scandal, the never-ending investigations. He made it clear that if Trump weren't a former president, he'd be a recurring character on Asterisk Law and Order Asterisk. Rock's roast didn't just poke fun at Trump as a chaotic politician. It exposed him as a walking, breathing SNL sketch, except the joke stopped being funny a long time ago. Trump was no longer just a punchline. He was a walking absurdity. Rock's takedown wasn't just about getting laughs. It was about holding a mirror up to an era where the most powerful man in the world operated with the logic of a reality TV contestant, making decisions based on TV ratings and Twitter engagement. In classic Chris Rock fashion, he left the audience both in stitches and shaking their heads, wondering how we ever let it get this far. And then, of course, there's Melania. Poor Melania, trapped in this reality show nightmare for years. She's been silently enduring the awkward hand swats, the side eyes, and the help me gazes during photo ops. But this time she snapped. See, Melania Trump can't stand being dragged into her husband's circle of humiliation. She's fine being part of the joke. But this time, she was center stage. Rock's joke wasn't just about Trump. It was about the dynamic between them. If body language could file divorce papers, Melania's posture would have done it in 2017. Rock's roast exposed what we all kind of knew, but never openly said. Melania has been running the longest unpaid internship in First Lady history. A role she never seemed to want, but somehow became trapped in, forced to play the part of the dutiful wife while silently screaming for a way out.
Be a war hero that got captured. I don't want to vote for nobody that got captured. I want to vote for that got away.
Trump, who rarely, if ever, apologizes for anything, sounded like he's softening a little on McCain.
And certainly if there was a misunderstanding, I would totally take that back. But hopefully I said it correctly.
On the Kelly file, McCain's daughter Meghan couldn't be angrier.
My father has been in public office since before I was born, and this is one of the grossest, most disgusting comments I've ever heard, which is really saying something. I'm 30 years old. And it's because it's not just an attack on my father, it's an attack on all veterans, and it's an attack on all POWs.